unavoidably there has to be disruptions because of the geographical nature of Gibraltar. But we are hopeful that the disruption will be kept to a minimum to allow the events to take place.
When it comes to the road closures specifically, there are some peak periods that are going to suffer disruptions. I believe Tuesday the 9th of July is quite extensive. You're going to have about 7 roads closed. So how are you planning on tackling that area of Gib? What about the people who are obviously going home? That's the only route they can take.
Yeah, again, it goes back to that sort of communication strategy, letting them know that unfortunately those roads will be closed. We're working in partnership with the Royal Gibraltar Police to try and minimize the disruption, but as I said, it's unavoidable. During those times, access to the road, vehicles won't be allowed on the roads, and that needs to be managed.
I suppose we're hoping that the general public will get out and support the events, and as Brian said, yes, to hold a multi-sport event like this, you have to have some disruptions and some impacts on the general public. So hopefully people will get behind the game, support it, and as Brian said, do a lot of pre-planning so that you're hopefully not as affected as much as you can be.
You're driving to a particular point and you realise that the road is closed. That's unavoidable. We've tried to communicate as much as we can out to the general public. In the case that you want to go and see that particular event, what we recommend is that you get to that location. You need to drive. You get to that location before. Then, if you can't get there before the road closure, then the option is to walk there. Unfortunately, there's no other means.
We do all agree there is going to be some disruption. So, how come the bus services have actually been decreased over the course of the week, and number 4 has even been stopped altogether?
Unfortunately, there are limited buses in Gibraltar, and to be able to support us, there's been a decision to reduce that service. And I understand that it's not been favourably received by the general public, but unfortunately, to be able to support the transport aspect to the sports, logistically, it's challenging as well, and we haven't got all those vehicles available in Gibraltar. So there has been an element of tweaking to be able to support the games, to be able to transport the athletes during the course of the day, and then as a result of that particular decision, there's been also a decision to reduce the service. But as I said before, we are limited in Gibraltar as to the number of vehicles available to support such an event.